Yeah, it is very strange how relatable they are, and I'm blown away by, this is it's a big cast. There's a lot of main characters, and Garth Jennings, the writer and director, does an amazing job of tracking all of these stories, and you are really following, you know, Tori's character and Reese's character and Taryn's character and Matthew's character and their journeys inside of this film, um and all the new characters like Bono and Scarlett's character, and all these other stories that are coming through, and somehow they managed to sort of pay them all off in a really pleasing way.
Fully fleshed out.
Yeah, it's hard enough to make a two or three main characters in a film make their stories have a fulfilling arc that you're watching, and somehow in Sing 2 they've managed to do that with a number of characters, storylines, and you never lose sight of each character. Even when you're on someone else, you're like, well, what's happening with Clay Calloway's story, and then all of a sudden you're back there with Bono as Clay Calloway, and they just do a beautiful job of tying them all together and making that. I think that's part of the film. I mean, it's got great songs, it looks great, it can be funny, but it is a very emotionally gratifying film to watch, and I think that's what makes people go back to watch it over and over again. I mean, Garth Jennings is he's a great collaborator. He's super enthusiastic. He's incredibly supportive. But he also has great ideas and great notes when you're recording. He will make sure to get what he needs, but he's also more than open to suggestions and ideas when I'm in the booth with him. Um, what I don't get to see, I only am a part of the recording process. What I don't get to see until the movie is finished or until he shows me pieces as it's moving is the visuals of this film, and I know that there's a massive team at Illumination and in Paris and beyond that are drawing and making and bringing this movie to life visually. But at the center of that is Garth, who has a background in music videos and really knows how to shoot and create not only the comedic scenes, but also how to shoot a visual a big song and dance number, and that's not easy to understand the geography of where your characters are living inside of those moments, and they just do a masterful job of on these very specific very intimate moments, and these massive show set piece moments that are the scope and scale are unbelievable. I mean, it's a wonderful way of acting because, I'm in there for like 2 to 3 hours every few months versus all day, every day, waiting for lighting changes and waiting for sun and waiting for all the stuff that is wonderful about live action. But shooting this way for me, recording this way, there's an ease to that, but also anything is possible. When you're doing animation, you can discover something new on the day, and if it's good enough, then they can begin to work that into the script and eventually into the film. And Garth knows that I have my own animation background, and in that I make my own shows, and so he's just very collaborative and very. But when you watch him, because it's oftentimes, he's in Paris and I'm in LA, and he's, oh, great, great, Nick, yes, I love it, yes, one more time, do it just like that, yes, Nick, and that enthusiasm is infectious, and it makes you want to give him what he is going for, and it makes for a very fun, engaging, enlivened process. I mean, it's super fun. It's like, again, I'm not a professional singer, so the idea that I'm singing like Prince or U2 or Ariana Grande is, I'm gonna send them each written apologies. But it's amazing. I mean, these are all songs that I either grew up with or are massive current hits. And you know, that's it's very fun. It's very fun for me to sing as Gunter. I'm much more comfortable singing as Gunter than I am as myself. So um, the catalog is insane. I mean, I think there's over 40 songs in this, and it's just like it's you know, knowing that kids are going to watch the movie and get up and want to dance along to the songs and stuff like that. Knowing now that having done one of the movies and how much the kids love all the music, it makes it only that much more exciting to know that the second one is coming now too. I agree. Yeah, no, there's it really is like a it is a film for everyone, and I do think that the messages are great. It's just like, you know, it's okay to have a big dream and to follow that dream. And I also love, you know, as someone who has been in doing this for 20 years or more, you know, trying to put on a show is hard. And you have to endeavor to do it, and you have to do it and collaborate with people. Very rarely is a show just one person. And I think this movie is a testament to that, of what does it take to put on a big show, and sometimes you have to rely on your collaborators